Have you ever woken up from a dream gasping for air, heart pounding, feeling like you just escaped death? Maybe you fell off a cliff, got chased by a monster, or even felt yourself slipping away in some surreal dream world. It's intense, right? But here's the big question. Can you actually die in a dream? And if you do, does it mean you'll die in real life? Spoiler alert, the answer is way more fascinating than you might think. Today, we're diving deep into the science of dreams, the mysteries of the brain, and the wild world of consciousness to uncover what's really going on when you're dreaming. Stick around because this is going to blow your mind. Let's start with the big myth. If you die in a dream, you die in real life. You've probably heard this one before, maybe from a friend or an old urban legend. It's a spooky idea, but is there any truth to it? Well, let's get this out of the way. No, dying in a dream does not mean you'll die in real life. There's no scientific evidence to support this. In fact, plenty of people have reported dreams where they died, whether it's falling from a skyscraper or getting swept away by a tsunami. And guess what? They're still here to tell the tale. So where did this myth come from? It might stem from the intense emotions dreams can evoke. When you're dreaming, your brain can make things feel so real that a dream death can feel like the end. Your heart races, your adrenaline spikes, and you wake up thinking, whoa, that was too close. But here's the thing, your brain is just telling a story. It's like watching a super immersive movie where you're the star. And just like a movie, when the scene ends, you're still safe in your bed. But here's where it gets interesting. Can you actually die in a dream? The answer is yes, in a sense. Many people report dreams where they experience death, like feeling their body shut down or seeing themselves from the outside. These dreams are rare, but they happen. And when they do, they often wake you up instantly thanks to your brain's built-in panic button. Let's explore why that happens by looking at how dreams work in the first place. To understand why we dream about death or anything else, we need to talk about the brain. Dreams mostly happen during REM sleep, or rapid eye movement sleep, which kicks in about 90 minutes after you fall asleep. During REM, your brain is buzzing almost as much as when you're awake. It's processing emotions, memories, and random bits of information, creating these wild, vivid stories we call dreams. Here's the cool part. Your brain is like a master storyteller. It pulls from your memories, fears, and experiences to craft these narratives. That's why you might dream about falling if you're stressed about failing at something, or about dying if you're wrestling with big life questions. But your brain has a safety mechanism. When things get too intense, like say you're about to die in the dream, your body often wakes you up. This is because your amygdala, the brain's fear center, goes into overdrive, sending signals to snap you out of it. Now, here's a wild fact. During REM sleep, your body is basically paralyzed. This is called REM atonia, and it stops you from acting out your dreams and, say, punching your pillow during a dream fight. But your brain is still firing on all cylinders, creating sensations so real you might swear they're happening. So when you die in a dream, it's not your body shutting down, it's just your brain playing a dramatic scene. Pretty wild, right? Now, let's tackle another big question. Can your brain actually tell the difference between reality and a dream? This is where things get mind-bending. When you're dreaming, the parts of your brain responsible for logic and decision-making, like the prefrontal cortex, are dialed down. Meanwhile, areas tied to emotions and visuals are on overdrive. That's why dreams can feel so real even when they're totally bizarre, like flying on a dragon or talking to your cat. But here's the kicker. Your brain can sometimes tell the difference, especially if you're a lucid dreamer. Lucid dreaming is when you realize you're dreaming and can even control the dream. Studies show that during lucid dreams, the prefrontal cortex lights up more, giving you that aha, this isn't real moment. But for most dreams, your brain just goes along for the ride, treating the dream as real until you wake up. This blurring of reality and imagination isn't just limited to dreams. Think about daydreams or those moments when you're so lost in a book or movie that it feels real. Your brain uses the same neural pathways to process imagined scenarios as it does for real ones. That's why a scary dream can leave you sweating, or why visualizing success can boost your confidence in real life. Your brain is like, hey, this feels legit, so let's react. Now, let's tackle another big question. Can your brain actually tell the difference between reality and a dream? So, what do dreams and dying in dreams tell us about consciousness? This is where things get really deep. Consciousness is basically your awareness of yourself and the world around you. Scientists still don't fully understand it, but one theory, the integrated information theory, says consciousness arises when different parts of the brain work together to create a unified experience. Dreams are like a playground for consciousness, where your brain experiments with scenarios without real-world consequences. Some neuroscientists think dreams help process emotions and solve problems. Others, like philosopher Thomas Metzinger, argue that dreams are a form of virtual reality created by your brain to simulate possible futures or reflect on past experiences. In a way, dreaming is your brain's way of asking, what if? What if you fell? What if you died? It's a safe space to explore big fears like mortality without any actual risk. And because consciousness is so tied to our sense of self, these dreams can feel like a glimpse into the nature of existence itself. So, to wrap it all up, can you die in a dream? Yes, but it's just your brain spinning a wild story. Does it mean you'll die in real life? Nope, it's just a myth. Your brain is an incredible machine, blurring the lines between reality and imagination, using dreams to explore everything from daily stress to the nature of consciousness itself. The next time you wake up from a crazy dream, take a moment to think, what was my brain trying to tell me? What about you? Have you ever had a dream where you died or felt like you're about to? Drop it in the comments below. I'd love to hear your stories. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into dreams and the brain, give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next mind-blowing topic. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.